Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is your old pal CHH coming at you guys right after I got off work because I need to get this filmed so I can talk to you guys about it. I'm very excited. This is incredible. So we finally got all the information for Trick or Treat 1986 coming out on 4K UHD. I wrote down all the stuff that I found out, which basically is everything we need to know. Some stuff is not super specific, but when you finish this video, if you haven't already done a little bit of research before, you will get everything you need to know about this. So Michael Felsher went live on Facebook and basically did a video talking about everything that's coming out with this release, when it's coming out, what it looks like, all that sort of stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is look at what the release looks like. Now, this release is going to have 3 hard box variants, which is incredible. Here, I'll pull up this one big picture. The first thing you'll notice is the actual sleeve for the case is going to come in a Criterion style case. So if you have the releases that Synapse has put out in the past, they did a really nice version of Phenomenon Tenebrae. It's basically going to be identical to that. So you can take the actual case sleeve and reverse it to have the theatrical poster and also the alternate artwork, which I don't know if that's a UK artwork or whatnot, but it's great. It kind of has Trick or Treat more of like a silvery logo. Both great artworks. I really wish we could have gotten the VHS Lorimar VHS artwork. But we do have that in the set, just not as a artwork style. Then we get 3 variant hard shell boxes. We have one that is a Justin Osborne artwork style. That is the one to your bottom left. It's got Trick or Treat more of a boldish kind of orange. Great artwork. The one in the middle is the Devin Whitehead artwork, which that's the one I'm really leaning towards, Slipcase B. And we have another one, Slipcase C, which is also fantastic art. The gentleman who did the art for that, it's slipping me, so I don't remember. So you have 3 variant hard boxes you can get. Michael Felsher also said that they don't have a limit on if you want to get more than one. So if you're somebody that's really excited about this, you can get more than one. So there you got 3 hard shell variants. You've got Slipcase A, which is Justin Osborne art, Slipcase B, which is Devin Whitehead, which is the one I'm leaning towards. I really like that. Then Slipcase C, which the gentleman's name I did forget. I forgot to write it down, so sorry about that. And then the slipcover front, the slip sleeve, like I said, you could swap that from the theatrical poster to the variant with more of like the silvery logo. Okay, so here's the question you're probably asking yourself. Okay, well, Christian, what comes on it? What is it like? Give me the specs. So I'm just going to read this out to you guys. So the first thing is, Michael Felsher said he didn't have an exact date, but it will be before Halloween where we'll have this in our hands. So my guess is we'll probably get it early October. So that's the first thing, because I know a lot of people probably bugged him about that. This is a 4K, obviously used from the camera negative, not an enter positive, but it is from the negative. And he also mentioned that Studio Canal was involved with this, which is actually a really good thing because Studio Canal did The Howling, and that is one of the best horror 4Ks I've ever seen. So the fact that Studio Canal is involved, guys, I think is a plus. Okay, it's a big plus. It does have Dolby Vision. I'm assuming it's also HDR10 compatible, but it's in Dolby Vision. And it's also going to have a new 5.1 audio mix, as well as a 2.0 audio mix, and then the original stereo theatrical mix. He talked about, they wanted to do a brand new mix for this, considering this is a very sound-oriented movie with a Fastway soundtrack. They wanted to be able to remix the music. They got the music from Sony, the original master tracks and everything, so they're able to do a really great sound with this, which, if you haven't seen this movie, guys, Fastway, one of the greatest bands. Hair metal bands. Really, they're not really hair metal though. They really started out as like a heavy barroom blues rock band, but I don't want to get into that. Great band. And this record that they did for this movie is not their best record. I just got to say that too. I am a big Fastway fan. Anyway, so you got 3 mixes, like I said, the 5.1, the 2.0, and the original stereo theatrical mix, which I think is a nice touch. The next thing we have on this release is 3 commentary, guys. We have a director's commentary we're going to get. The second commentary is going to be Michael Felsher with one of the producers. I think it might actually been 2 of the producers talking about the film. And this is intriguing to me. The third commentary they're going to have on this release is there's going to be 2 authors doing a commentary on the movie that made books about the satanic panic stuff that was going on in the 80s. So if you're not aware of what that is, during this time there was this huge thing. Dee Snider testified before Congress about this. there was this whole satanic panic thing about rock music being devil music and influencing kids. People thought Kiss stood for Knights and Satan's Servants. All kinds of ridiculous crap. But it was a big thing during that time. So they got 2 authors to do a commentary with this movie talking about the history of satanic panic and things like that. So that's cool. Now, you're probably wondering about bonus features, and this is where I think we're going to be in for a treat. Rock and Shock, the making of Trick or Treat. Now, Michael Felcher said this thing is very hardy in length, and it's going to involve many, many people, producers, actors, all that sort of thing. And it covers everything about the movie, including how Fastway got involved with the movie, getting the music, getting them to do a record for the film, that sort of thing. So that's really cool. But he did mention this, guys. He said, I can't tell you everybody that's going to be involved in the documentary, but there are going to be some surprises in there. My hope is that they're going to get Gene Simmons involved in the documentary. I thought Gene was great in the film as the radio DJ, and I'm a big Kiss fan, so I think it'd be great to see Gene Simmons in there. Obviously, Ozzy as well. Everybody knows that now that Sean represents the Osbournes for conventions and stuff like that, that they have a contact to get in touch with Ozzy. But I think Felcher said that Ozzy claimed that he doesn't even have much memory of doing the film whatsoever, but Gene certainly did. I know Gene would, so I pray that Gene is in the documentary. We also get another feature, guys, tribute to Tony Fields, which is the Sammy Kerr actor. They got family and friends to do interviews and talk about him because he passed away way, way too young. I think he passed away in the 90s, and so we got that on there as a special feature. They also are including Horror's Hallowed Ground from Sean Clark, which I believe is available on YouTube, but it's nice to have it on a disc format. That way, if you're watching the film and you're in the mood, you can pop that on. They're going to include trailers, TV spots, radio spots. This is what's interesting. Michael Felcher said that they have a 25-minute still gallery that also has an audio commentary above it. I forgot who he said was doing the audio commentary for it, but because it's such a long still gallery and they had so many behind-the-scenes photos that they found when wanting to do this, that they thought, let's get a commentary. It might be the director of photography or something. Oh, here's another thing. Speaking of director of photography, Michael Felcher said that they actually got the director of photography for the film to approve the color correcting of the movie. So the movie is going to look exactly the way it did, color timing wise, as it did theatrically. And they're also including the After Midnight music video from Fastway in high quality. So it's a stacked release, guys. So this is the first time I've ever seen something like this where we get 3 variants at once for your hard shell boxes. So it's a hard shell box, guys. It's going to have one of those Criterion 4K style cases inside that will have reversible art for the film. And it's also going to have a 60-page booklet, 60-plus page booklet with Michael Gingold writing it, who he's done you own movies that where he wrote the books for. Put it to you like that, especially if you're in the boutique physical media game. And it's going to have all the art cards as well that it'll come with. And one of those art cards will have the Larimar VHS artwork on one of those cards. So it's a stacked release, guys. I don't think we could ask for much more. I'm very excited about this. This is going to be a Synapse Films release, and as well as a Red Shirt Pictures release, which is Michael Felcher's company. So it's going to come before Halloween, guys. Stay tuned. As soon as I get a pre-order link, I'll share it on my YouTube channel. But that's it, guys. We finally got some great news. Trick or Treat is coming, and I think it's going to be worth the wait. Thank you guys for watching this. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, drop it below, and I think I can get you the answer. Take care, guys. Have a good Friday. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.